What's going on, YouTube? Got another update here from the jungle in the aquaponic greenhouse here. This is the hot tub aquaponic garden, and apparently people love it when you fail. So let's jump right to that. Right over here, the strawberries here, looking crappy, very crappy. You might think, man, those white flies are taking you out. Could be, or it could be me taking them out. One thing I normally don't talk about is with an aquaponic garden, the pump, which is that pipe right there going down into the water there. Every once in a while, you have to clear out the pump. My favorite way to do it is shut everything off, turn this off right here, turn off every single bed, shut off, open up the main valve right here, you see right there. And into the filter there, I disconnect the line and then hook up a 90 and then blow into it and clear out the entire thing using air. I could use an air compressor. It's just easier to blow into. It takes like 3 seconds, you know, like 2-3 good blows into there and you're clear. Then I got to turn everything back on. I screwed up. I turned that line you see going to the right there. That one, the one going to the right. That one, I left that wide open, and this black line here going to the hydro tube, well, it wasn't getting any water for like an entire day, and it was like, I don't know, 100 degrees, 90 something degrees. So that is why everything looks crappy. And that was like 4 days ago. So, or 5-6 days ago maybe? I don't know. But I think between that and the white flies, that did a number on all my stuff. So, haha, there's your fail for the week. Sure that I'm going to come up with even more. Anyway, before we jump to everything else, I'm just going to go right over here and check this out. Win for the week. That is my very first Carolina Reaper. And, oh, where is it? Oh, that one you can see right down there. Maybe if this thing would focus. Yep, there you go. In the bottom of that cup there, or the bottom of the screen, you can see another one starting to pop up. So that's pretty cool. And some more freak peppers popping right up over here. And random stuff that I found in peat pods outside that I gave up on months ago, and they just happened to pop on up. So, and another thing, when I got my ladybugs, came with this, and it says right there, the Incarcia formosa is great against whiteflies. So I'm going to go Google that stuff, because that picture really doesn't, well, if it would focus. Okay, it's not going to focus. But anyway, that picture doesn't really help anything. So, hop on back over here. I got one lettuce right over here. I pulled the other one right here. It was just looking kind of crappy. Have decent roots on it though. I was going to let it flower and everything, but this one was hanging over. Figured this one is kind of in the bed still, so I'll let that one go, flower, and then drop seeds into the bed. Hopefully I'll get something for the fall. My watermelon, which keeps popping right off, it's flowering and looking really good. I got a couple screws right here. I'm trying to train this thing to actually hop right on there and everything. Hey, I almost did it one-handed. Close enough. I'll fix that in a minute. But anyway, I'm trying to train this guy so it'll crawl along the side of the hot tub. Alright, let's get in here. My seascape, not looking so good, but getting some new growth and everything, so that's encouraging. The old growth pretty much just died off. These carrots back here, I mean, gigantic freaking stuff back there. And as you can see, look at the size of that carrot. That's gigantic. Here's my finger. Whoops. There's a leaf. Look at that. There's my finger. It's like as big around, no, it's bigger, like twice as big around as my finger. So maybe it's time to pull that guy and a little one right next to it. A few of my peppers here. Which ones are these? I don't even remember which ones these are. Jalapenos maybe. That's what I just call everything until they actually start fruiting. Got a little bit of fruit action going on there. Some flowering over here. Looking half decent. My Carmen right here. Let's see if I can separate them from the other ones. Got a few decent peppers here. Another one right over here, looking nice. A nice little squiggly looking one up here. And more flowers. A little ladybug hanging out right there. And some more flowers coming up here. Behind here, my mucho nacho. Check it out, I've got a couple jalapenos right there. And also, right behind it, my Cajun bell. Looking pretty good. Got a couple peppers popping off there. Looking real nice. I love right down there where it like just branches off and everything. It's pretty cool. what else we got going on over here? My mammoth jalapeno. Looking big. Finally, starting to get some mammoth jalapenos. Get some more little pepper peps all the way up here. Looking pretty good. Little tiny little freak pepper. The ones that I'm growing over there in the cups are bigger. Watermelon looking like crap. I don't know what to say about that guy. Moving right along, I forgot about this guy back here. My cow horn. Let's see, we've got a bunch of pepper activity all the way up at the top, and one goofy looking curly pepper there. Looking pretty good. And a question I've got for all the pepper growers out there. Someone was telling me that, actually it was a kid at work, was telling me that the more water a pepper gets, the less hot it is. And I grabbed some of those habaneros and gave them to the people at work, because I really don't want to try them. But they said that the jalapenos that we have at work were hell of a lot more hot than those. So I don't know if that's true. Throw a comment down below. Tell me whether you believe that or not. Here's a green bell. Nice. These are like some of my very first green bells ever. I just really suck at growing peppers. Look at this thing. Holy crap, this thing is gigantic. This is one of my peppers that make me most proud, maybe. Got a little, there we go, little pep right there that it doesn't want to focus on. Come on, camera. What the heck? Anyway, got a couple more right over here, looking good. Another one right here, so very happy about that one. Let me see, I always forget about this. My lunchbox orange. Look, we got one right there. A couple flowers going. Looking half decent. Another, and this was my jalapeno right here that I'm proud of, by the way. Another green bell right back here. As you can tell, these are definitely green bells. And another jalapeno right up front here. Some of the leaves kind of looking crappy like that. Kind of looks like the sun's messing with it, but it's not. That's what they really look like. But not too bad, and they're still growing, and the new growth is pretty green, so I'm pretty happy. I'm gonna step back, check out the size of this kale here, man. This thing is gigantic. Got some pest damage here on it. I know what that is. As you can see on the underside, no little inchworm type dealies. That's got to be these leaf hoppers, grasshoppers, whatever you want to call them. They're hopping all over the greenhouse. Yeah, as a matter of fact, there's one right there that I killed earlier, and look at the ants going nuts all over the place. So they get a free lunch. Yay! Right back here, gigantic Swiss chard. This thing is gigantic. I just can't say it enough. I mean, I'm so surprised. A little bit more pest damage on the little tiny kale there. My Swiss chard. Let's make this go a lot faster here. Alright, so that's the entire bed right there. We got some strawberries over here, kind of looking crappy, but these are some of the better looking strawberries. I've got my yellow cherry tomato right here. Looking half decent, but it looks like something took out some flowers that were gonna pop out there. My other tomato right here is a big boy, or better boy, I guess it is, right? Yeah, better boy. Looking pretty decent. Nothing really to report on him. This radicchio back there, standing up nice and tall, just keeps trying to go to flower, and I'm just letting it, and it's just taking forever. I just wanted to like rain some seeds down on the bed, and maybe we can get something in the fall. Alright, what else we got back here? My shishimo. Got one right there, looking pretty decent. Nice little bushy activity back there. And oh, there's another one right here. Look at that sucker. Hey, hey, hey. Looking nice. Jalapeno right next to it. I got one. Hey. Right there. Way in the back there. The two banana peppers. Sweet, I believe. Looking pretty decent. A couple jalapenos right here. Nothing yet. Dragon cayenne. One ready to pick. And a bunch more all over it right there. Looking nice. Another strawberry way back here. Got some dead leaves and stuff like that I need to pull. Just kind of far back there and not really easily accessible, so that's why I'm normally not back there. Oops. Check it out, a couple more ladybugs right there hanging out on the leaf. Alright, what else we got? Another kale right here, looking very nice. Another one right behind it, looking very nice. Gigantic over there. Yeah, another problem right here. As you can see where my pipe used to go. I had to pull it and move it right over here because this bed stopped working because of the root problem. Again, never put tomatoes by your intake nor your drain. It's better to have them by your drain though, because the roots will just go down the drain. Doesn't really clog much up. Right here, nice little jalapeno. Look at that sucker. Now we know that's definitely jalapeno and not a bell. Looking very beautiful. Freak hot peppers. Kind of rusty looking, although I call it like rust. But it's kind of the purple that you get with some of the peppers. So it's kind of like a mix between the purple and the green. The other one right over here is looking half decent. So it's actually starting to take off a little bit. Loving that. These are two of my favorite peppers, and hopefully they will get really big. A little sucker here. Nice and tall, actually starting to flower a little bit right there. Looking awesome. Check it out. The two purple stemmed indigo rose. We got some flowers right over here. We got some flowers right over here. And we got tomato. And it's starting to be kind of purple on the top where the sun would get to it, just like JT was talking about. So maybe that is correct. More carrots all down in here, all bushy like and everything. Nothing really to talk about. Little tiny kale, another little kale right there, 2 Swiss chard. And my Barker's hot, looking pretty good. Got one there, another one right here. Bunch of little pepper nodes all over. Let's go ahead, clean that off. All right, looks like really cute now. And we got one way back here. It's looking pretty good. A Mexi Bell in the background, as you can see. Got one ready to pick right there, and another one. I had one of these the other day. They're really, really good. They're like a regular bell pepper with just a little tiny bit of a bite, like in the aftertaste. And it's really neat. It's like, I don't even know how to classify it. I mean, it's like maybe 1/10 of a jalapeno or like a 50th or something. It's something minute, but minute, whatever. It's kind of, it's just got a little tiny tang to it at the very end. It's really neat. So I'd recommend one of those guys. My Roma tomato right behind it. Look at this, man. All kind of crappy looking leaves all over it. This is a determinant, so it's only going to grow so big, but look at this, man. Flowers all over the place. Can't wait to start getting them. And this whole trellis type design is going to get a lot better once I finally get all this construction stuff done, which I'll talk about later. As you can see, some more devastation here of the tomatoes. Where are they? Here we go. This one's a great example. Because you can't really tell. You see white specks all over it, and all the leaves are like dried up. They're not really crispy, but they're definitely dried up. I mean, just the way they look. But as you can see, it's not looking very good. So I can't tell if I did that with the lack of water or if the whiteflies did that. But hey, tag team. So anyway, well, all these strawberries, some of them are looking half decent, some of them are just popping off new growth and stuff like that, and some of them look like this, where they're just laying down and look like they're out for the count. Who knows? We'll let them do their thing, see what they pop on up. My purple basil hanging all over the place, flowering like crazy. My lemon balm back there, look, doing the same thing, just going wherever the heck it wants. Right over here, habanero, I've got one left. I picked all the other ones, and then I've been watching, and all of a sudden, bam, got another one, which it won't focus on, yay. But the way it's growing now, I'm expecting a whole bunch more. Watermelon, looking half decent right there. Jalapeno right beside it, got a little tiny, why won't this damn thing focus? I need to go into the settings, I guess, and make sure it's ready to look at close-up things. But got a couple little pepper nodes up there. My poblano, no, that's not my poblano, that's my green bell. I was going to say, it looks like a bell. That's my green bell there, which is right down there. That's pretty much the only pepper. Got another start right here. Little ladybug hanging out in there. My red bell here doesn't look like it's producing yet. So waiting on that. And my poblano here, just got a little pepper node here, another one right up here. See if that takes off. Some more peppers over here. This one's starting to form right there, so we'll find out what kind of pepper this is. This one back here, I'm pretty sure is a jalapeno. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure that one is as well. Then we get into the tomatoes, which would be my marglobes, I believe. These are all volunteers. This one here and this one here, and this red stock, of course, would be the indigo rose. So let's come around here and check them on out. There's my sale from last week. I just tucked them over on the side there. I'm sure the roots are going to start growing right back up in there. I got to do something else. I think I'm just going to kind of point it that way a little bit. That way it just falls into the bed a little bit instead of being in the bed. That is like right there. What you can see is like the end of the pipe. But I'm not going to make that mistake again. LOL. Yeah, well. Anyway, back to these tomatoes. They're nice and gigantic. Check it out. All the way up. They're not to the ceiling yet, but they're definitely up there. Got a new beam here. Once I'm done with this, this will become part of the trellis design, and will support a lot of this weight. This really is a lot of weight right now. Well, you can see where the indigo rose is right here, coming up, and it branches off right here and goes up. Looking awesome. Bunch of flowers way up there. Even got a tomato right over there. Come in. Okay, yep, somewhere around there. And just, I mean, they're gigantic, man. It's crazy. Anyway, let's hop up here on the ladder. Check it out. All right, starts way down there. My Malabar comes all the way up. Climbs up the flagpole here. Jumps off to grab the rope. Goes all the way up, over the top of the greenhouse, and over. So it's starting to go across the top. I've got the pole right here. I should finish construction, at least with the main beam here tonight, or maybe in a couple days, and then this thing will be trained onto the bottom side of that. So it can just kind of go all around the greenhouse, wherever it wants. So that will be fun. I don't think I really need to show the filter here, but it's filtering and stuff. My other strawberries are looking kind of crappy, really bad looking leaves here. Not exactly sure what's going on with them, but really haven't had enough time to even pick all the dead leaves out. So I like went around and pulled a bunch of them right before I picked up the camera. But that's about it. Still producing some crappy looking strawberries. Another half decent one right over there. But it's pretty much, let me see, these guys are right here still. Yeah, you can see. A bunch of the ladybugs are hanging around. So if we do have a problem, hopefully they're getting to the bottom of it. But look right there. Yeah. Why won't you focus? Focus, man, focus. What if I get right up on you? Okay, it does not want to focus, but right all over that thing, there is white little specks all over. There, it kind of works. But if you go up, bam, got a ladybug working that action. So get her done, little guy. A lot of these ladybugs have disappeared. I mean, there's holes all over the place. They could have got out, which, hey, more luck to you guys. And a lot of them have been hanging around. I've seen a lot on the roof. Like there's one right up there, right next to the main beam there. You can see the little black dot. That's a ladybug right there. But they've been hanging around doing their thing. So, I don't know. I kind of feel like I have more left over this year after about a week than, well, it's not even been a week, but I feel like I have more left over this year than I have this time than I did last time. So, alright, well, I gotta get the heck out of here. Like I said, I got more construction to get done, or try, and so that's all I got going on this week anyway. So, got nothing more to talk about. So, till next week.